you're going to be getting a little bit of a sneak peek into my October book haul with this. I'm really excited about this. The first book I have on my October TBR is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and I've actually already read this because my next book, Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, came out on October 6th, and I've already started reading this. I'm almost 100 pages in already. Really excited to see how this is going to turn out. The only thing is that so far it feels like I just got dropped into the middle of a book, which is kind of understandable because Carry On is supposed to be the fan fiction that Kath writes in Fangirl. At least that's my understanding of it. I'm not really going to say anything about Fangirl because almost everybody knows what this is about. But in Fangirl, she is writing essentially a book that is her version of the 8th book in a series of books that she is obsessed with, and that is Carry On. She calls it Carry On Simon, or sometimes just Carry On. But from my understanding, this is the fan fiction that she was writing in Fangirl. So since she was writing her version of the 8th book in the series, technically we're getting dropped into the middle of the story for that book series, which doesn't exist as far as I know. And it's pretty interesting, but the world building is really slow and you're still getting introduced to the characters kind of, and I'm already 100 pages into it. We'll see how this goes. The next book that I really want to read because it sounds really creepy and it's October, so Halloween, hey. But that is Unwind by Neil Shusterman. And this just sounds really creepy and perfect for the season. Essentially, between the ages of 13 and 18, your parents can decide to have you unwound, which is essentially dismantled and taken apart and your parts given to other people, which is, like I said, really creepy and I think perfect for Halloween season. The next book I have is Night Film by Marisha Pessl, and I don't really know a lot about this. Like I said in my book haul, I know that it's like a mystery and I haven't read very many mysteries, but it's supposed to be really cool. And Raylene over at Padfoot and Prong 07 really liked this book and said it was really creepy, so I figured it would be perfect again for the Halloween season. And it's filled with all these creepy photos too. So cool. The next thing I want to read isn't really a full book, it's just a story in an anthology. It's in the book Geektastic Stories from the Nerd Herd, and the story that I want to read is Just a Jump to the Left by Loba Bray. And I really want to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show because I watch that around Halloween every year, so I figured this story in here would be an awesome addition for the month as well. The next book is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, and this is another new release that came out on October 6th, and I'm just really excited to read it. It's about like all the heroes that you see in books and the couple of friends that they have that are not integral parts to the story. It's about those few people. I'm really excited. I don't really know a whole lot about this, but after reading A Monster Calls, I really want to read more Patrick Ness, so I pre-ordered this, and if I get a chance to read it, then that'll be awesome. If not, I will hold off until next month. And the last books that I want to read in October, or at least want to read really soon, is the 10th anniversary of Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, which has Twilight and Life and Death. And Life and Death is supposed to be a reimagining of Twilight if the characters were the opposite gender. So it's like a gender bend version of Twilight. But I want to reread Twilight before I read Life and Death, because I kind of want to compare the two, and I haven't read Twilight since the movie came out, so it's been a little while. The only thing I don't like about this book, if you're reading Life and Death, if you're reading it like this, it looks like you're reading Twilight upside down. And unless they can actually see the front cover, it looks like you're reading Twilight upside down. And where I work, there may be people who are stupid enough to think that I'm actually reading Twilight upside down, which makes me really sad for society. I mean, I like the flip book concept, but I don't know. That's just weird. These are all the books that I'm hoping to get to sometime soon. And that's all I have for this video, so I'll see you next time.